Morning, guys. Welcome to another one of my boot reviews. Just put a little bit of light on here this morning. So this boot review is about the Nike Tiempo Legend 10 limited edition in the emerald green colorway, which was launched, which I purchased off my own money. And we're going to talk about Nike, the Tiempo and the Legend. But first of all, I've launched my Instagram page this week. There's just going to be shortened versions of reviews on there, photos of boots, etc, etc. Please go and subscribe to that. Also, lots of you guys watch my videos but don't subscribe, so if you do subscribe, it'd be really appreciated, and then I can make more of this content in honest reviews of football boots. So with that all done, straight into the review of the Nike Tiempo Legend 10 Elite limited edition, 30 years, all that malarkey, blah 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 blah. Now, I'm a guy of 47 years old. I've been playing football as long as I can possibly remember, and I started playing men's football at the age of 16, so that is 31 years. Most people probably haven't even been alive that long that probably watch my videos, but that's irrelevant. So my first interaction with the Nike Tiempo was in 1994, which was a black boot with a fold over tongue, had elastic in the inside of the boot. It was a great boot. It was worn by Eric Cantona and so on and so forth, for those of you that can remember Eric Cantona, etc. This boot, and I am going to predominantly talk about this boot now, with this Fly Touch Plus upper, obviously this quilted effect that they've done, etc, etc. Looks great. Absolutely love the colour, love it, it's great. Absolutely awful boot. Awful. 100%. I played in this on Wednesday. It was a friendly with my vets team. It was on grass, it was raining. The pitch obviously got really wet really quick, but the pitch was, the surface was slippy. I didn't have any problems actually slipping in this boot. At all. In fact, there was people that were wearing other boots that were slipping and sliding all over the place, but I was absolutely fine. What I have to say is that straight out of the box, across the top here, it was super sore. Straight out of the box. After a while, that did soften up, and you can see it is quite pliable. But straight out of the box, across my tops of my toes, which is just here, it was sore. After a while, that did ease off, and it was okay. And I didn't really notice it. What I did notice was the touch. The touch is just dead. I don't get it. I don't get this boot. I don't get this boot. I don't know what Nike are trying to achieve with this boot. They've stepped away from leather to replace it with this synthetic upper, which is fine. I've got no issue with that. I'm quite happy to wear a leather boot, or I'm quite happy to wear this synthetic boot. I had the Legend 9, which I had to send back because, first of all, it gave me blisters. Second of all, it fell apart literally after a couple of uses, so I returned it. I probably played, and you know, some people say you can have bad games and so on and so forth, and of course you can have a bad game. I probably played the worst I've played all season wearing this football boot. The touch was just dead. I couldn't control the ball. My passing was atrocious. My touch on the ball was atrocious. As I said, it was wet, but I played in the Under Armour Shadow Elite 2 in exactly the same conditions, and that boot was phenomenal. I was super surprised on that boot, and I'll put a link to the review in the description below. For £220 or £230, whatever it was that I actually paid for this boot, it's bad. It's bad. I don't understand why Premiership players or Prem players or Pro players are wearing this boot, because, you know, as I said, I'm at a super low level, and I paid for this money out of my own boots. I will not be picking up this boot anytime soon. It looks great. It will look great in the display case. The colour's amazing. I can't fault that. You know, the green is great. The Nike tick is like a pearlescent white colour. You know, the sole plate is, yeah. You know, it's just a something of nothing boot. It really is. I just don't get it. I can't get my head around it. I don't understand what they're doing with it. It's completely poles apart from, as I said, back in the day when you had a 1994 Nike Tiempo. It's poles apart from the last generation. I can understand why there are people that just don't want to buy it. And to me, if they're not careful, this silo from Nike will die. Because I just don't get it. It just offers absolutely no. As I said, it was the worst game I've played. I couldn't do. And as I said, everyone has bad games. You know, Jesus Christ, I'm 47 years old. I'm not going to be. You know, I keep myself fit and so on and so forth. I'm not going to be. You know, I'm not 21, 22 in my prime anymore. I know I'm going to have bad games. But for the amount of games that I've played this season, and bearing in mind that we started playing the pre-season training last July. So July 23, we're now in May 24. I've tried so many different boots throughout the year, throughout the season, in different conditions, and this is by far the worst. By far the worst. I just don't get it. I don't get it. As I said, it looks great. It was fairly comfortable after a while, but as I said, across the toes there, it hurt to start with. Not hurt, that's over exaggeration. It was uncomfortable. And that's about all I can say about it. As I said, I don't understand why anyone would want to wear this boot. I don't see what it offers. I mean, even this is padded. I don't know what to say, guys. Honestly, for those of you who watch my videos, it's not very often that I am proper down on a boot, but don't waste your money. And this is the same as my opinion of the Mercs. Don't waste your money on them either. In all honesty, the elite ones for sure. Go down a couple of notches and get the pros. I haven't worn the pros in these, but I've heard good feedback on the pros. I wouldn't waste your money on the elites 100%, unless you can find them in a decent sale. I don't rate this boot at all. You know, people may think to me I'm crazy, but obviously we know already that this Tiempo didn't go down very well, and I can 100% understand. Compared to some other boots out there, it's miles behind, and Nike, in my opinion, need to up their game, because there is 100% better boots out there. As I said, the Under Armour Shadow Elite, which is actually a speed boot, but in the same conditions, was miles more comfortable, offered much more than this. That's it, guys. I can't say any more than that, really. Yeah, it will look great in a box. It will look great in the display cabinet. But that's about it, because at the moment, this isn't a boot that I would recommend to anybody. This isn't a boot that I would say to them, go and buy the Nike Tiempo, Legend 10. It's a great, comfortable boot. I would say, I just wouldn't. 100% I wouldn't. There's better boots out there and cheaper. Go and buy them. Don't buy this. As I said, I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna weigh it. I'm not gonna do anything like that, because this literally is one of those boots that will just go back into its box, and it won't be worn again. That's for sure. But that's my review. I can't even review it because I don't even know what to say. I'm super disappointed. And as I said, I paid for this out of my own money, out of my own pocket. So yeah, I suppose I could sell it if anyone wants a pair of Nike Tiempo Legend Elite 30th edition green boots. Knock me a message. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm not going to say any more about this boot. That's it. That's the review. Disappointed. Touch, control, comfort. Just didn't get on with it at all. Just didn't get on with it. And as I said, I've tried a lot of boots, and I just didn't get on with this boot whatsoever. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got a little unboxing of the new Predators to come. I've already said I'm not going to do a full video on that because you're probably bored to tears of the Preds. We'll see what's coming next. Yeah, as I said, please subscribe to my Instagram channel now, or the Instagram that I've set up. As I said, there'll be shorter reviews of that, videos in there and stuff, photographs and etc. etc. I'll put all the links below. Smash a like, please subscribe. There's over 90% of you watch the videos but don't subscribe, which is fine. I'm not forcing anyone to subscribe, but thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. Look out for the unboxing of the new Preds, and save your money on the Tyrion post. Don't even bother.